Sempra Energy, Pete. Symbol SRE, down hard. Well, what do? They're a utility, basically natural gas as well as electricity in California and Texas at least, perhaps in some other areas too, Pete, but it's their outlook for earnings next year that were well below Wall Street estimates. In other words, it's not just how did you do this quarter, it's going forward. The stock is looking like it's a little overvalued if the street was looking for $5.25 a share, and they're saying, hey, maybe something like $4.70 to $4.90 a share. That's a big miss from a $5.25.
That's a you know what's going to happen sort of a moment, right? If you're the CEO or the CFO and you're out there and you're talking about this thing and you put out that forecast, you know exactly what people are going to do. Those palms are out, John. That's exactly what we were seeing in this particular name today. It was down pretty considerate, 20%? Something like that. I know it was pretty big. And the PE is still sitting at a 17. That's what these guys are, though. When you look at these kind of names in the energy space, you're not seeing usually the very inflated numbers. But I think the thing that really stands out for me most is the fact that they were commenting on the fact that this year it was a milder winter. And because of that, they talked about some of the numbers, and that's why their outlook is what it is. It's why the numbers this quarter didn't look all that impressive either. So I think for those reasons, John, this is one of those names. I'm not all that thrilled with it. I don't think that it's a name that I need to chase. I see the sell-off. It makes sense to me, and I don't know that I need to keep putting this one on the watch list. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to wait a quarter or two to see if they can turn this thing around.
Well, we might have a disagreement here, Pete. I'm not saying I'm buying it here. Yeah. I know it bounced off of 65, and that was a new 52-week low, 65. We came back up, and right now we're at about 70, roughly. Again, a pretty far cry from 95, which is the 52-week high. But I do think, just as you said, that when you miss this badly on guidance, everybody redoes their numbers. And they say, okay, plugging in these new numbers, we think instead of a PE of this, it should be trading here. And based on that, it's going to see a 20% haircut today. I get it. But I also get the idea that energy is something that we're all going to need more of. And any big infrastructure energy player on significant drops like this, I'm a little interested. Now, granted, I wish I would have pulled the trigger at 65, Pete, rather than 70. So I'm going to be patient like you because there are no one-day events in individual stocks. In the market, yes, because of rotation, one sector to another, but not in individual stocks. So I'm going to see if we don't test back down to that 65 level again before I get my pen out and start writing.